The first step toward the doors of knowledge and culture marked Twain's The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Ladies and gentlemen, when you hear the word book, what comes to mind? Do you perhaps shake your head, thinking it's difficult, boring, or unrelated to me? Knowledge and culture might seem distant and burdensome, yet there's no need to worry. Books are not exclusive to a select few. They are joyful tools that enrich our lives. Today, I'd like to introduce you to a warm and engaging guide that will open this door wide for you, Mark Twain's timeless masterpiece, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. This book, a beloved classic worldwide, portrays the innocence, adventurous spirit, and friendship of childhood. Just as you look at an old photo album, this warm and heartfelt story will help you discover the joy of reading and broaden your understanding of the world. So, let's journey together into Tom Sawyer's world. 1. A small town by the Mississippi River and Tom Sawyer's world. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is set in the mid-19th century in St. Petersburg, a small town in Missouri, USA, by the Mississippi River. It is a pastoral place where children escape school and adult supervision to dream of becoming pirates and detectives. The protagonist, Tom Sawyer, is a mischievous troublemaker and eternal prankster of this town. Tom's extraordinary imagination and clever tricks often leave adults flustered. His daily life is filled with skipping school to swim in the Mississippi or planning adventures with his friends. Aunt Polly, Tom's guardian, is strict but deeply cares for him. In contrast to Tom's unruly nature, his half-brother Sid is a well-behaved and obedient boy. Tom's adventures are far from ordinary. One famous incident is the painting the fence episode. After getting into trouble for skipping school, Tom is sentenced to paint a long fence alone. Instead of sulking, he cleverly makes painting the fence seem like an exclusive privilege, convincing his friends to pay to take turns doing the work. This event highlights Tom's intelligence, psychological tactics, and ability to turn mundane tasks into thrilling adventures. Tom is surrounded by friends with unique personalities. His best friend is Huckleberry Finn, later the protagonist of Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, a free-spirited child unbound by social conventions. Though raised in different environments, Tom and Huck are united by their yearning for adventure and freedom. They accidentally witness a murder committed by the villain Indian Joe, casting a dark shadow over Tom's previously simple life. Haunted by guilt and fear after discovering the truth behind the murder, Tom faces a moral dilemma. Despite the danger of revealing the truth, he finally finds the courage to testify in court, clearing the name of the falsely accused Muff Potter. In this moment, Tom transitions from a mischievous boy to someone capable of making moral judgments and taking responsible actions. Tom falls in love at first sight with Becky Thatcher, a beautiful girl in town, and goes to great lengths to win her affection. Their innocent, awkward teenage romance brings smiles to readers. Later, when Tom and Becky get lost in a cave, Tom displays bravery and leadership to protect her and lead them to safety. This experience deeply reflects the boundaries of life and death and instills a sense of true responsibility in Tom. Through these diverse episodes in Tom's life, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer explores universal values like true courage, friendship, love, and conscience. These adventures go beyond mere entertainment, prompting readers to reflect on life's profound questions. 2. Lessons from The Adventures of Tom Sawyer: Seeds of Knowledge and Culture. Now, let's delve into the insights this book offers, lessons that extend beyond the narrative into our lives and understanding of the world. 2.1. The Power of Pure Imagination and Creativity. Tom Sawyer's most notable trait is his boundless imagination. He transforms mundane tasks like painting a fence into a coveted privilege or turns a small island on the Mississippi River into pirates' hideout. Even the mundane school life transforms into thrilling adventures in Tom's mind. Tom reminds us that imagination is the most powerful tool to enrich life. As we grow, we often lose it due to adult constraints and fixed mindsets. However, Tom shows that imagination can infuse excitement into mundane routines, provide creative solutions to problems, and open doors to infinite possibilities. Knowledge and culture go beyond gathering information. They involve the ability to imagine and create new ideas. Tom's story will reawaken the dormant imagination within you. 2.2. The value of true friendship and responsibility. The friendship between Tom and Huck forms the core of the story. They are more than just playmates, they are true companions who protect each other's secrets and help in times of crisis. After witnessing Indian Joe's murder and fearing for their safety, their bond deepens as they support each other and eventually reveal the truth. This book reminds us of the true meaning of friendship, the precious presence of someone who supports you through hardships. Additionally, Tom's act of testifying in court to protect Muff Potter highlights the importance of responsibility. Choosing to act morally despite personal risk teaches us that cultured individuals respect others and feel responsible toward the community. 2.3. The courage to make moral judgments. Though mischievous, Tom's inner conscience drives him to distinguish right from wrong. Struggling with guilt after witnessing a murder, Tom faces a realistic internal conflict. Despite nightmares and fear, he ultimately overcomes his fear and speaks the truth, freeing an innocent man. This section reveals the book's deeper message. We all face moral dilemmas and may want to turn away from the truth. But Tom's story teaches us that following our conscience and acting courageously is essential. True culture is not just about accumulating knowledge, but also building values and having the courage to stand against injustice. 2.4. Growing through pain and understanding the hidden sides of life. Tom grows through his adventures. From a prankster, he becomes someone who confronts the darker aspects of life, such as murder and death. In the cave crisis, he learns that the adult world is not always peaceful and safe, and with this understanding, he shoulders great responsibility. Tom's journey teaches us that the world is not always beautiful or easy. Sometimes, unexpected dangers and hardships arise. What matters is how we respond, what we learn, and how we grow. Books are the best tools to understand the world indirectly. Through Tom's adventures, we learn to accept the complexities of life while holding on to the innocence of childhood. 3. Why read The Adventures of Tom Sawyer today? You might wonder, what relevance does an old story have today? The power of classic literature lies in its timeless universal themes. Though set along the Mississippi River over 150 years ago, the themes of imagination, friendship, courage, and growth resonate deeply today. 3.1. A perfect first step into the joy of reading. If you've been hesitant to explore books, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is an ideal starting point. It requires no advanced knowledge or complex philosophy. Simply follow Tom's perspective and enjoy his adventures. Mark Twain's humorous and vivid writing style will instantly pull you into the story. Once you realize how enjoyable reading can be, you'll be ready to open the doors to knowledge and culture. 3.2. Rediscover lost innocence and purity. In our busy and complex lives, we often forget the innocence and dreams of our childhood. Tom Sawyer's story reawakens our inner child and sparks forgotten imaginative joy. Perhaps you recall a time when life was filled with wonder and excitement, just like Tom. Revisiting that era through this book can rejuvenate your weary spirit. 3.3. Foundation for Understanding Universal Human Values. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer explores timeless values such as friendship, love, courage, conscience, and responsibility. These are the fundamental foundations of knowledge and culture, essential for leading a happy and meaningful life. Through Tom's story, you'll naturally recognize the importance of these values and how they manifest in real life. This understanding fosters empathy and helps you navigate a complex world. 3.4. Learn to broaden your perspective through literature. Reading is more than decoding words, it is experiencing new worlds through an author's eyes, understanding others' thoughts and emotions, and expanding your horizons. This book will unlock the door to a literary experience. Through reading, you'll travel to a 19th-century American town, peer into Tom's heart, and reflect on life's essential questions. Such indirect experiences are among the most effective and enjoyable ways to broaden your knowledge and culture. Conclusion. Let's begin an adventure with the treasure map of books. Ladies and gentlemen, knowledge and culture are not difficult, they are joyful journeys that enrich our lives. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is a wonderful guide ready to hold your hand and walk alongside you at the beginning of this journey. Tom Sawyer's story will awaken the pure joy and adventurous spirit you've long forgotten and offer new perspectives on the world. As you turn the pages, you'll join Tom in painting fences, swimming in the Mississippi, finding their way through dark caves, and showing courage against threats. I can't promise this book will dramatically change your life. But I am confident that reading The Adventures of Tom Sawyer will serve as a meaningful opportunity to break free from the stereotype that books are difficult and boring. This joy will become the first link in a beautiful chain leading to more books, deeper knowledge, and greater cultural enrichment. So, don't hesitate. Open Mark Twain's The Adventures of Tom Sawyer right now. Tom invites you to a thrilling adventure along the Mississippi River. This book is not just a story but a treasure map that awakens your potential and expands your view of the world. Embrace the easiest and most joyful path, open the door to knowledge and culture, and begin a more fulfilling life.